So, welcome back to J-Style peeps, and this is the episode 2 of the Peugeot 208 full sound system upgrade. So in the first episode we did finish the door cards hardening foam and stuff like that. So now it is time to actually sort the speakers out. Basically I just need to take these off and put new ones on, make some rings. We'll be doing that later. And so for the back, take that off, make a ring, fit it in, fit a speaker on, happy days. So, I'm installing a 4-channel amplifier for these speakers, which is one of these plug and play amplifier by ESX QM4. So a little bit about the amp. It is a plug and play amp here that can make your own wiring harness in here or do whatever. Or if you want to run, like, let's say you don't want to use plug and play, you want to use RCAs, here are RCAs. We will be using these because we will be installing the sub, and we need the RCA out. We've got output here. 2 seconds. Right, so we'll be using this wiring loom as well. See, there's input, so you can use RCAs if you don't want to use plug and play. So if you don't want to use that, then you basically, there's an option to just put in power, direct power to the amp. I'm gonna just pop it off. So, which way are you coming out, man? It's a bit hard to work with one hand, I suppose. So here it is, nice and lovely, shiny. So we can use power input. We don't have to use this input sort of thing if you want to just use RCAs. But I'm gonna be using this wiring harness that comes with it. But we have a trick in this vehicle, unfortunately. So this is gonna be plugged in there, and then we'll be basically sending, where's the, so it says remote and output. So we've got remote in, remote out. We'll be using just the remote out on here, or it's gonna be on here. I'm not 100% sure. I believe, because I've never used this amplifier with full power input. I've only used it with this, and normally get a remote out from here for your sub. But this time I believe so I'm gonna have to be using this wire, but we'll get to that later on. Here we've got out, channel 2 and channel 1. So this is going to be going for our subwoofer. We'll be connecting RCAs and blah blah blah. So, but that's sort of crack what's going to be going on for the time being. I need to get to the part where I'm installing this cable, and I don't even know how to start now, where to start. But I have done a bit of a digging, and basically what we've got on this brand new model is that the factory head unit, I'm gonna go grab actually my Cyclops eye. Right, so I'm gonna quickly explain just how to remove this factory head unit from this vehicle. So we have this screen here, right? Everybody's got it. 308, 330, 3008 and 308. Well, this one. But I have a difference with this one. So to remove this head unit, it's quite pretty straightforward. You go underneath, there's a plastic panel. There's a plastic panel that looks like this. There, just goes there. So you pray that off, you take that out, and then you have 1, 2 screws that look like these shiny ones, like that. It's a T20. Then you go on the top, and then you pull this little bit of a plastic cover as well, and that reveals your 2 black T25s like that. So you remove them 4, and then you grab it and you just pop it off, just like that. Jesus Christ. And then you've got that little connector. You can undo it or you can leave it. You can do whatever you want with it, but I'm just gonna leave this there on the dash like that. It's not gonna go anywhere. And this is where your head unit, basically the main brain, lives. And when you pull it out, be careful, don't scratch the... I'm actually gonna have to put something. Need to put something in there. I'll find something, 2 seconds. Right, so I'm just using a bit of a sounding material what's left, so I don't scratch anything on here. Somebody's tooting somewhere. So you pull this head unit out, and what do we see? We see that the wiring connector what I bought originally for this vehicle does not fit the head unit, because these here are the speaker wires, because I've been already beeping them through. So this connector is completely different to what I have in for the vehicle, which I'm gonna attach right now. And basically, as you can see, that this connector is completely different to the one that I have. So basically all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cables here represent each individual door. So I'm gonna go and basically buzz them through, and what we'll have to do is I'm gonna have to chop this harness up, because there is no such a harness for this vehicle as yet. So I'm going to make my own wiring harness to get the high output delivered to my 4-channel amplifier through this wiring harness, and send an amplified signal to the speakers through the factory harness. So that is the challenge what I'm facing right now. So for me to achieve that, I'm gonna need a plug, male and female, for the speaker ISO connector. So what we'll be doing is we'll be wiring this in within the factory harness here. What the fuck was that? And basically this is gonna be, well, obviously dangling more, but at any time or point, if you would want to put this vehicle back together, you can just plug these together, and that is gonna basically make your, so probably cut this shorter, maybe it's not, and basically connect there and there, and then that gives me opportunity to install that aftermarket amplifier within this vehicle, which is great. Another problem is that I want to install the amplifier in there, so I'm going to be taking apart quite a bit of plastic as well to see how can I run that big harness, because as you can see there is not that much room to send it anywhere, because that thick harness goes to side there. I will see if I can manage to get it in through this side down here, because on this side here there is nothing much really. But yeah, right, I need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do next. The next is, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go beep all these. Beep will basically splice into this wiring harness, open it all the way up to there, and then basically beep through all the speakers, mark them left and right, front and back, and from them on I can install that plug. Regardless, I need to install it there. If the amplifier fits in there or not, it can be fitted somewhere else. So let's start with this, and basically, and after that we'll proceed with sort of figuring out where the amplifier is gonna go.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out. If your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy, to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword, never getting bored, loves the blood and gore, always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness, torn apart quick. You left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up.
Well then, so I found all the cable collars and whatnot, whatever I needed to. So right, we'll start. If you look at the plug this way, so it's upside, that's the connector side. Well, that's the release thing side, and this side is just the flat side. So all your flat side is negative, so that blue wire is negative. So basically, first set of wires, which is blue and green, the blue is negative, and that is the front left. Yellow and green, so the green is now on the top, as you can see, yellow and green, that is rear left. Then we have pink and I don't know what's beige color, some magnolia color, whatever. Pink and what color? That is rear right, and obviously that magnolia color or whatever hell the cable is, that is your negative wire. And then we go further up, which is white and red. So the white is negative, obviously, and that is front right speaker wires. So accordingly to that, I am gonna be chopping these in bits. So this end will be going, I believe so, onto this side, onto out, so that's output, and this will be going for the input, well basically input for the amplifier, and then out into the, so that goes in, out, so in for the whatever. And that's basically all you will have to do. So then what it is, if you look, some of them have got markings, so front negative, left front, so that white cable is gonna go to that, and this green one is basically rear left. Yeah, you kinda can see rear left. And obviously the grey one is going to be right front, and the purple one is going to be the rear right, and same story for that. So that whenever you want to put this all back together, you can easily do so. So then the next, if you look at the doors, the speaker cables are completely different color to what that is there. So on the front, the both sides are exactly the same, pink and red. The red is your negative wire, and for the rear you have green and pink, and the pink wire is the negative one for the rear. Same goes for the left side. So on the back, pink is negative for both sides, and for the front, the red is negative for the both sides. So that's basically all your speaker wires, even if you keep in a factory head unit, not amplifying. This is the color codes for the speaker polarities. So that's it. That's sorted. So that's explained. I know it's a bit of a mess at the moment. I'm not actually changing the speakers just yet. I am actually concentrating now more on installing this amplifier, and I want to make sure that it all works. So this is really, probably this one episode is all about 4-channel amplifier installed in this vehicle. Really, that's what it's going to be. Once that 4-channel is done, I can clearly go and basically install the speakers. Another thing I need to pull down is the tweeter covers. So yeah, give me 5. It's really, you just gotta yeah, tweeter. So you gotta pull that down and then pull them clips out. And you can see it's just kind of rammed into there, so I need to separate that clip there. Both, same goes for the both sides. So I'm gonna go remove them. I'm gonna go remove the tweeter pods, tweeter A plus, and I will let you know the cable polarities for the tweeters up in there.
They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped, you'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my...
Well, so the back speaker is actually a little bit different. So the tweeters, the cables are different colors on both sides. So these are your A pillars. This is your tweeter. There's a little notch that you have to basically a little clip. So basically on this side, see that little clip there needs to go to a side, then you can pull it off. So negative on the passenger drive, so negative on the driver's side tweeter is purple. As you can see, it's blue and purple. Purple is negative. And on the passenger side, we've got yellow and white, and a white cable. I'm just marking the block, so it's white and yellow, yellow and white. The white cable is your negative. So basically I have established every color, everything that I need for basically attaching the connectors, and that is everything that I need to know when I'm upgrading speakers and tweeters. So I don't have to do anything. I can just come back in and just slap it in, and I don't have to worry that I need to take any of this apart. So basically I can wire these things in, run the wire for the amplifier wherever I need to, and just crack on with the rest. So right, on that note, basically what it is now I'm going to be putting this back on the time lapse. I'm going to be chopping up this harness, installing these two plugs, and then we'll be basically stripping down the center console, and we'll be installing the long wiring connector, loom for the little amplifier. Ho ho! Lovely jubbly. Let's get it on.
Won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And this world ain't bright, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
So peeps, as you've seen in the video, in the time lapse, it all happened. So now I have my own basically aftermarket harness built in within the factory harness. It looks good, it looks all finished, and it will work, should work without a doubt. If you delete the amplifier, you can just go and plug these two together and your speaker system is back to factory. You want to install a plug and play amplifier, even a Vibe one. Let's say you want to install, well, no, actually, no, sorry, Vibe one that won't work. It doesn't have a separate power unless you tap in two of the grounds and thingies in that. Then yes, probably will work. These ones, none of these one won't work. So only with this one. So basically now we'll be going there and installing this wiring harness, stripping down the center console panels and stuff like that, and you will be able to see that all in the part 3, unfortunately, because the part 2 has been quite a long one. There was more talking than showing. Well, kind of did show. I kind of did really big upgrade for this wiring so I can continue and working properly. So, but yeah, peeps, all I've got to say now is thanks a lot for watching, like and share, subscribe, and hopefully this will come in handy for somebody. Probably by the time somebody is going to be upgrading these systems, they will get a plug-in, they will get it done. You won't have to do anything like this, but I don't have it, I had to do it, and I don't mind, a bit of a challenge. But yeah, all I'm going to say is I'll see you in a part 3, peeps. look out for that one, and I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Bye bye.